Hello Aries, and welcome to your reading. Aries, as usual, we're going to see what messages the divine has for you in this reading. I always remind you that these readings are generalized, so take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't, because that will resonate with someone else who's watching this reading. Aries, if you could subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell, that would be awesome. And also, I want to remind you to always have a look at your sun sign, your moon sign, and your ascendant sign, because by doing that, you get a much fuller picture of the energies that you are working with. Now, Aries, we're also going to be getting our tarot card to see what the tarot cards want you to know. So let's have a look to see what cards we have on the table at the moment. And it's interesting. Okay. The tarot card that you've received is the Three of Swords. And I thought this is interesting because the first card that you received in the Oracle cards is talking about unbinding yourself to situations, to patterns, to things that no longer serve you. It is cutting the cords, right? And not only that, this card is all about releasing soul patterns, contracts, and also past lives. And it's interesting, like I was saying, because when you're looking at the imagery, you can see that there are those cords who are attached to our people. Equally, when we're looking at the Three of Swords, there is our cords that are attaching you to some painful situations, to some painful memories maybe. So when we're looking at these two cards together, the message is very clear and very strong about looking at situations that bring you pain. Maybe this is childhood trauma. Maybe this is whatever is going on currently in your life that is just binding you to painful situations. And we can see that with our girl, she's in that energy of feeling the pain. But the encouragement with our Oracle card is saying that yes, it is great to feel the pain, but understand that at some point you have to cut yourself away from these painful situations so that you can rise, so that you can lift up your energy, so that you can change things up. Because when you remain tied up to a painful situation, nothing changes. And yes, it requires bravery sometimes to unbind yourself to situations. But man, when you really release yourself, the feeling is amazing. So I thought also it's interesting when we're looking at our Oracle card, we have the moon that is there. And the moon, not only does it reveal our fears, it is also the energy that illuminates and shows us the path. It shows us different ways of doing things. Yes, it might be painful. Yes, it might be scary. But when you're taking no action, the situation doesn't change. When you're taking no action, you watch other people cutting the cords and releasing themselves. So equally in this message, you are being encouraged not to just watch other people rising, not just watching other people facing their fears, not just watch other people being successful, whilst you remain a bystander, watching other people being successful and not being brave enough to do what it is that you need to do. The divine is very insistent on the message of saying that, they understand that yes, it is painful. They understand the challenges. But equally, through the challenges, this is where we grow. Equally, through the challenges, this is where we get better. This is where we learn how to be successful, because through the challenges, we now understand that fear is only a barrier that is there. And when you go through that barrier, you start getting more and more brave. You start showing up more and more in life. You start demanding more space to be seen, because now you're not afraid of what other people have to say. You're not afraid of whatever it is that is standing in the way, that is binding you to this heartache, to this disappointment that is here. because the Three of Swords is very much about disappointment. The Three of Swords is very much about just painful situations, trauma. So whatever is going on, the divine is saying, step in this energy of starting to believe in the magic, right? And as you believe in the magic, this is what is helping you. This is what is inspiring you to be brave, because you know that by lifting yourself up, the stars will shine, the stars will align, the stars will start working with you, the divine will start working with you. And as the divine is working with you, this is when things start to change. But at the same time, the divine is here saying that, it is great to believe in the magic. It is great to understand that you are going to be a success once you have faced those fearful situations that you are currently bound to. But at the same time, it is going to take time. It is going to require you to understand that you need to be patient. Okay, things start happening, the situations start changing, the divine starts creating in the background all the situations, all the synchronicities, all the people who are gonna be here helping you, who you're gonna meet, who are gonna lift you up, who are gonna make this magic become real. Because we know that, it is a teamwork. When the magic from the divine is being delivered, there's always synchronicities, there's always other people who are being ushered in to help you. Either they are having a conversation and you're hearing something, and whatever they're saying, it inspires you. Maybe you are on, Instagram, scrolling through, and you read a quote, and that quote inspires you. That quote lights up that fire within you to help you on your way. So whatever is happening, the divine is saying these changes that are going to be happening, yes, they're going to be magical. Yes, they're going to be delicious, but don't be in a rush. Understand that patience is required. And not only that, in the background, it is all coming together. Once you decide, once you cut those cords, and once you decide it is time to start operating from that energy of faith, from that energy of believing that whatever it is that you want, it can happen, it can be yours once you're stepping in that energy of manifesting, and nothing standing in the way, because you're understanding that the divine is working in the background for you. And so whatever is happening, the divine is saying, cut those cords. It is important. It is important because when you start cutting the cords, you're now able to see through people. You're now able to see through situations that maybe through deception, they were keeping you here. Yes, they were painful, but you stayed here because you were being convinced you need this job. It is really difficult to go out there and get another job. And this job was killing you inside. But because you were believing what other people were saying, you stayed bound to a situation, a job that no longer served you, a relationship even. But at that point, you started believing in magic. You started manifesting, and maybe you started, your own YouTube channel. You started working on your own business on the side. You started applying for other jobs because, hey, what do you have to lose? And so now you're starting to see through the lies that were here keeping you in this situation. You're starting to see the lies that were here keeping you in this situation, because when you're in this situation, you're giving your power away. Someone is benefiting from your power, from you not standing up and doing the right thing for you. Someone is gaining, right? And so you are in that energy of like, listen, stop faking. There are jobs out there. I can go and start working for myself. I have talents, I have gifts, I have this and that. And I see through the lies that you are telling me to keeping me in this painful situation. And as you're cutting the cords, you start seeing that those synchronicities, those magical moments, you start seeing things starting coming together, and you're seeing that the divine was always working on your behalf once you decide that you wanted to be brave enough to step in and bulldoze those fears, those barriers that are in place at the moment. So Aries, this is the reading that I have for you. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I'll see you soon. Visit